Early on, I'm looking at BLG. They have the ability to really push their laners. This is a situation where Bin should be able to get priority versus Flandra, especially in the bottom lane. Elk and On can very easily push this 2v2 around.
But that's okay if you're Senna. At least, you know, that's the goal, at least. 'Cause you can scale into, of course, that later stage. That is where we feel like Anyone's Legends does have the power in this draft. When you get Rise and you get Senna fully stacked up, you know, you got a tier working here. But BLG don't want to make that happen, as now it is Dominus popped by Bin, gonna follow the flash up to make sure that Call to Meek lands. And Shadow comes in to pick up his second straight first blood.
Shanks means that he'll be able to pick up this wave. Seems like Hope and Kyle are going to be destined for a mid lane wave in a few minutes. And an overall good trade here for BLG.
Oh man, well, look at where we're at right now. BLG have that gold lead in game 3 with the new jungler. They're looking to try to have that miracle run continue as they go in onto the Drake. Shadow not able to get in there in time as it's Tarzan to secure the smite, but he should be able to get taken down by that Arcane Storm Knight's the one to claim the kill. But here comes the rest of Anyone's Legends. Kyle in with that dredge line, forcing the flash away from On. Will there be enough chase? Will there be enough follow-up? Hope flashes over the wall to try to take down the Leona, but the Leona might just be too tanky. Somehow keeping himself alive, allowing for that permafrost stacks to land on the Hope, but it won't be enough for Shadow to try to finish the deal, a 1-for-1 overall.
And push. Seeing some top side fights. Remember, there's a Senna with her ultimate here. BLG need to pick their fights carefully.
Oh, nice buffer, canceling that Zenith Blade here from Kyle. The culling comes out, but the Nautilus is eating the whole load of it. Not any much damage left onto it, but it will be a trade 1-for-1 as Tarzan EQs straight to his doom. Shanks, though, doing a ton of damage to try to bounce back a little bit.
I like this, moving alongside, using the Senna E to hide multiple members, and they're going to look to contest for the Herald.
Oh, Solar Flare, though, lands onto Hope. He has both of his summoner spells. It's going to be matched here by Kyle. An absolutely clutch depth charge will keep Hope alive. It comes at the cost of the Dragon, but a much-needed response for AL.
For this, instead of trying to contest, they're going to make this dive happen, at least maybe get a turret for themselves and get feats of strength.
Will Flandra try to stay around? He has the Maiden at his disposal. You have to use it quick. And now a teleport comes in from Shanks as well. Going to be a 2v3 unless Shanks doesn't get there in time. Flandra flashes away from the Glacial Prison, but still will get taken down. Shanks going to be able to make at least one go down alongside him, but it'll be a 2-for-1 overall, and the tower will still surely go BLG's way at the cost of the Herald.
Really nice dive, not only getting the flash from Flandra, but the TP as well from Shanks. And you get all of this gold, all of these assists onto your Victor. The swing of things, whether that's some coaching staff changes, whether that is some player changes, will have to be revealed as the season goes on. Recently having to, okay, we're going to go to this wave. Well, now they're putting 2 members and 3 people in our topside jungle, so another turret here for Knight. This Victor is going to be incredibly far ahead of the curve. Already 20 CS over Shanks, and maybe another fight coming on through.
Yeah, nicely done again by Kyle to try to cancel some of that initial engage, but the Solar Flare still will connect. The Arcane Storm doing so much damage, but finally here comes Tarzan. The Cataclysm is going to be his own demise, but the health bars are still low, and Hope is full HP on the backline alongside Shanks, but still, Shanks flashes forward, nearly takes down Elk. On will be the first target. Shadow and Knight now on the run, as Shanks and Hope save the fight for AL.
For BLG to go for Otacon afterwards. Let's just get Flandra his turret. Let's try to get him back into this game. I like that AL are willing to be a little bit more patient and trade the objective for a bit more time on the map.
And with the Maiden popped in the top lane, Flandra should be able to take the big chunk of this tier 1 turret.
Rise, but these teleports being so important, and because it is a Hextech Rift, getting around the map is really deceptive.
Shadow's just standing there right now. He finds the Glacial Prison on the Hope. He immediately cleanses away, but Kyle now in some trouble as well. He's down to less than 100 HP, but Tarzan with a 3-man Cataclysm might have tried to save this fight. Shanks is very far out of position. He has a Seraph Shield, but it will not be enough. He's forced to go golden, but there's 4 members of BLG there to take him down. He gets one with him, but it'll be a one-way trip here as BLG still control the Rift.
And what this means now for BLG is that the solo lanes will be able to pick up gold. They're going to kind of push out more waves. And then I'm looking at mid lane. How close is this turret to falling? Because he might even have Demolish. He doesn't, but guess what? He has 3 grubs, so it doesn't matter. BLG will make out with 3 kills, multiple flashes out from Shanks.
Shanks is on the way, as you mentioned, having that ultimate at his disposal. But the Baron, Otacon is at 5,000 HP. Dawning Shadow comes over to the top. The health bars on BLG are starting to melt a little bit. AL regaining control of the pit. Shadow's going to have to get in there and try to claim this for his team if they want to have any chance. There's the Glacier Prison. In they go. Who's going to get it? It's secured by On. And now the Arcane Storm will start to rip apart the defending champions of the LPL. BLG find themselves the team fight. They get the Otacon. It's a double kill in for Bin and Hope's the last remaining survivor as Elk will shut him down.
There it is. AL unable to get in control of the Otacon. BLG are going to go and finish off this turret. And hey, guess what? They can recall 30 seconds before the dragon spawns, and they've got Hex Tech Rifts. They can get right back out on the map. I like this from On. More confident spots. And while I had some questions, some qualms about how they played game 2, this third game is feeling more and more like BLG of old. Has really taken Flandre to task once he's gone off of the boring Scion champs.
Yeah, I mean, that's been the big thing. Been the difference maker so far in this series. And now they're looking for Shanks. A beautiful Hex Gate over is going to cause chaos in the Baron pit right now. Shanks already down. Tarzan going to try to take down Knight, and he does, but he doesn't have a lot of health bars left. Hope is only alongside him for now, and Tarzan will try to get in onto Elk, try to finish off some sort of kill, but it'll be all for naught. Only Tarzan remains alive, and BLG are going to look to shut the door on this series. Shadow dashing forward, the new jungler, helping Elk secure the ace and help BLG get their way over to the Baron.
Bin is continuing to play side lane Renekton. He does not want to be part of most of these fights. Opens up the inhibitor for his team. The Baron's going to go over to BLG. And AL, for as dominant as they've been, mechanically sometimes they do flounder. I think a big problem with them sometimes is their early games aren't as clean. Here we're getting to see them get punished again. And it cuts off Flandre from reaching. Just the rest of the team isn't there. AL look completely scattered. Maybe it's due to the fact that they haven't had a break in a while, but I mean, you're a top level team.
Going in on a Bin again, he just is going to not fall. Tarzan sends that Cataclysm straight to his doom once more, as in goes Bin, onto the back line. Giga Bin is back, and he is hungry for more damage, for more carnage in the LPL. He'll finally go down before picking up a double kill, but Hope will fall, and all hope for your defending champions is out the window. BLG lost in the finals, BLG lost in MSI, but they've had enough. They've taken down anyone's legends, and they will kick off the regular season with a bang.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.